Nice.
Can't get you out of my out of my I keep thinking.
How's it going, everybody? Dre Guest here, and welcome back to some more of the best Besiege Creations. So to start off with, we got a marionette or string puppet here that can do a whole bunch of things. Basically, you can control any joint on this thing. I'm going to try and get it to walk here if I can. It's a little flimsy, I gotta be honest, but you can tighten it and whatnot as well. Like, see, if we go like that, it tightens it up a bit, and therefore you can play a bit around with it. I'm sure if you've mastered the controls of this, it would work really freaking well. Unfortunately for me, there is a lot of controls to this thing, and look at what it's connected to. This is what's controlling it. How cool is that? And then, of course, we got some, balloons up here to deal with the weight. It's just such a cool design. I actually prefer looking at the top more than the bottom because it's just so cool to see how everything comes together to make this thing look pretty damn realistic. Alright, man, show them your moves. I'm not gonna win any dancing parties, but goddammit, I'm going to try. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of time went into designing this, so I gotta appreciate it. That is just such a cool little design. And I've never seen a marionette in Besiege, so props to that. Okay, and next up we got the kite. Look how cute this thing is. It looks like a little mini stealth bomber. Now this is one good flying machine, I gotta be honest. Probably one of my favorite planes to date. It's just so easy to use. So we're gonna get some speed here. It does need a little bit of speed to get up. Actually, it just went off the ground on its own. I didn't even lift it up. But as you can see, the movement is what I like so much about this thing. It's so easy to use. And I mean, you guys have seen how bad I am, and I can, for example, snipe that motherfucker. Unfortunately, it's too light, but we did kill it, and it killed us as well. I don't know why I like this one so much, but I do. Well, first of all, it's small and adorable, but secondly, it's so easy to use. You don't even need really a runway because of the way it turns. Super easy to set up, super easy to get off the ground, and super easy to fly. Unfortunately, I'm stalling here, so hopefully we can land it a little bit. Okay, I only got 2 wheels, but I feel like I can still do it here. Oh, yeah, no problem. Look at that. Oh, shit, that's not gonna be good. Whoa! Oh my god, that clipped the side of my wing and made me churn. That was hilarious. So yeah, guys, once again, this is the kite. I gotta say, this is one amazing plane design. It doesn't really bring anything too innovative and unique to the field, aside from the look of it, of course. I mean, I've never seen a plane that looks like this, but it just does what it should do very well, and that is fly around. So yeah, props to the designer for this one. Let's see if we can land it here. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, and next up we got quite possibly the biggest blast gun I have ever seen. Hell, it's the only blast gun I've seen, and this thing looks absolutely mental. So yeah, we're gonna shoot the castle here. We'll probably shoot a lot of things too, because there's nothing more enjoyable in Besiege than destruction. So let's get a nice view here and watch the carnage. Okay, this should be a decent view, so let's just do it, I guess, and see what happens. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. I love this new engine. My PC would never be able to handle this before, but it's having absolutely no problem at all. It didn't even really do that much destruction, but just watching the wave of balls was definitely worth it. Look at all the ones stuck on the roof because of the grav pads. That's hilarious. Now, what do we got over here? Just a few dead bodies, that's it. Okay, we're at the village. Hopefully we can see a little bit more carnage here. I'm really excited for this. I love any sort of huge destruction like... Oh my god. It took out the whole fucking village. That was officially my favorite nuke-like thing in Besiege yet. This thing is just so enjoyable to use. You know what? Let's do it at full speed just to watch how quick it is. Okay, so here we go, 100%. I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to do it even with the new engine, but we're gonna try here. Oh, yeah, it's just too quick. It cannot deal with that. But the amount of things that are going on, you gotta appreciate this engine for how good it is now. I mean, that is a lot to freaking calculate. Okay, and of course we gotta go to the castle here just to see a little bit more destruction. I mean, I could do a whole episode just on this creation, but I know some people will get bored. So, let's do a grand finale here. Hopefully it takes out this whole castle. Oh my fucking god is that ever? That's just so pleasing to the eyes. I mean, look what's going on the screen. There's so much. Oh, this could never get old for me. Like, officially, this would never get old. Besiege can never get old for me if it's this fucking beautiful. I mean, look at all the freaking balls. I love balls. And that's gonna be in the comments with a bunch of quotes saying I love balls, but that's okay. So yeah, we almost took out everything. We got one little small standing structure here. Everything else is absolutely demolished. And just for fun, we're gonna try it at extreme slow-mo behind it, just to see the fucking wave. I mean, look at that. The fucking castle just came into the screen. You didn't even see it beforehand because of all the damn projectiles. This is just... I love this. I mean, destruction is the best part of Besiege, bar none. There's nothing more enjoyable than this. Alright, let's speed it up now. And everything's gone. Everything. Alright, continuing on with destruction, we got one of the coolest looking six-wheeled monster trucks. Well, it's the only six-wheeled monster truck, but one of the coolest looking vehicles that I've seen in a long time. I just love the attention to detail with this thing. I mean, we got a steering wheel in here, we got a dashboard, some seats, and spare wheel in the damn trunk. How cool is this? And of course it works really well as well. I actually do want to show the steering mechanism because it's actually got like a realistic steering mechanism where it actually goes back to the middle on its own. And that is just absolutely fantastic to look at. Anyways, let's see if we can demolish a few things here. First of all, that house. I don't know why I went on the sheep level. There's nothing really to demolish here besides sheep, so we're going sheep hunting. So yeah, it's not too fast or anything. I mean, there's nothing too fancy about it. I just realized there is part of the windmill in my trunk right now. But it does do a really good job at just looking good and driving very well as well. I mean, look at that. I came all the way up to the top. Let's see if we can go down without breaking it. Oh. Yeah, not too bad. And my back wheel is bouncing around as well. Now all this thing needs is a few cannons on it and it should be great. Now, unfortunately, my steering mechanism, and my wheel is broke as well, but my steering mechanism is being locked by this damn windmill. It's not working. Okay, now it's kind of working. It must have got out of there. Oh my god, my wheel just got fixed. What is going on with my wheel? Look at this. It's like going sideways, but going back in as well. That's cool to look at. So yeah, we haven't seen a monster truck in a while, so I thought I'd just show another one here. It's not really a monster truck, though. It doesn't really seem that high off the ground, but it is a beautiful looking truck, and it does do truck-like things very well. So here's another cool tank design. Can you guess what it is yet? Well, we'll give you a second. You'll probably be able to guess it right about now. This is, in fact, a scorpion tank. Now, unfortunately, you can't actually use its tail to go right to the front. This is more used for things like balloons or something high in the sky. You can actually extend it as well. And, yeah, you have a nice little flamethrower there. But it's also got nice little pincers in the front. So let's go pay the peasants a visit with these cool little pincers. Now, these pincers do actually open and close just like real-life pincers. I mean, that's just horrifying. Seeing a mechanical scorpion? No thanks. Oh god, what did I do? Uh-oh, open it up. Okay, almost broke it. Okay, we're gonna head over here. Obviously, we're just gonna tear up this whole place. There you go, you wonderful little peasants. I feel so bad for these damn guys. They got the bad end of the stick because I'm always coming over here just terrorizing their small little village. So yeah, in terms of originality, this one is right up there, but the tank tracks could be a little bit better. They're a bit slow as well as sometimes they fall off, but honestly, a lot better than most tanks. This thing is just so badass looking. So we've been doing Besiege for 55 episodes now. This is the 56th. Yes, there's that many episodes. It's crazy to think about. The Mammoth has been a long-standing contender as my favorite creation in Besiege. But I think this one just took it. This is called the Wasp. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. And you'll quickly see why. I mean, look at this. It's like a fucking spacecraft. How fucking cool is this? Now, it's utilizing the actual physics glitch of the knights. Basically, if you attach a knight to any craft, it will stabilize that craft and keep it pointing upwards. The fact that it's using that alone absolutely amazes me. And the fact that it can control like it is controlling, nothing else in the game feels like this. It's like it's flying, but it's actually kind of gliding on the ground. It feels so fucking cool. On top of that, look how badass it looks. Imagine this thing coming up on you. You do not want to fuck with this. Now, the only downside is, once the knight dies, if the knight dies, let's see if we can get him to die here, it actually ruins the machine. As you can see, we have died and burnt to a crisp. But as long as you can keep your knight alive, you should be totally fine to survive with this thing. It is so easy to use. I recommend you try this thing out just to get the feel of it, because there's nothing that feels quite like it. It can also, I believe if we can do this right, it can fly as well. I've never actually tried it in its flying mode. You're supposed to flatten it out, and then you can, of course, fly it as well. I just killed the guy and, of course, lost my stabilization. But it's more made for this kind of gliding action that you're seeing me do. It just works so damn well at doing it. And I don't know. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. I think it's just because it's so unique. You never really see something that kind of flies, but kind of glides on the ground and utilizes the knight glitch to stabilize it. Not many crafts are doing that yet. But yeah, guys, that's it for creations for this week. I know it was kind of a lackluster one, just kind of a slow week on Besiege. Sometimes that happens, but we had some really cool ones to look at least. Now let's go into the part where I try and create something that you guys suggest to me. Okay, so for this week, I'm going to try and do something out of my comfort zone. So that being said, I don't guarantee that I'll actually be able to create it, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to make a giant cannon that shoots other regular cannons. Now, I don't even know... The biggest thing is I don't know how to propel the cannons out of the cannon. I don't know a good way to do that, but we're going to try and do it regardless. So first of all, I guess we're just going to start making a big-ass cannon. Okay, this is kind of going to be the cannon holder, if you will. I think this should be big enough. And then I'm just going to build a big-ass cannon in here. Now, I think I'll use, I guess, swivel joints to attach it. Honestly, guys, this one I'm in over my head, so I really don't know what I'm doing here, but we're gonna hope for the best and see what happens. Okay, so here's the very basic idea that I got. I'm just gonna use gravity to put the cannon kind of in an incline that I like. So this is gonna be the back end of the cannon, and I'm just gonna round it out, so it's gonna be a big cylinder, essentially, and then it's hopefully gonna fall and then shoot cannons this way. That's my whole design so far. Hopefully we can get it looking more cannon-like now. Okay, so here's the very general idea. This is just kind of the layout. Obviously, yeah, I'm going to need to reinforce it now. I'm just going to put welds all the way around this thing, I think, at certain points. And it should actually look pretty decent as well. So that looks good. I just put a bunch of welds everywhere. Maybe I should weld the back as well, just in case. You know, we're just going to do a quick weld here. But yes, this is the outline of the gun, I guess you would say. It's not really got anything to it yet, but it's a good container to put things inside. So now I gotta figure out, oh shit, we got a few mistakes in here, but now I gotta figure out how to propel freaking cannons outside of this thing. Okay, I think I got a pretty good idea here. I added an extra beam down here. We're actually gonna delete that beam, but basically what I want to do here is just put a bunch of cannons on this beam. And we'll do this, obviously, multiple times all the way through. I guess the max I can do... Well, max I can do is 4, unfortunately. Now all I gotta do is delete this beam, and then these cannons will be set free. That basically means I can utilize their recoil to shoot this thing out of here. Let's actually... Well, we can delete machine invisible and turn on infinite ammo. So now, yeah, these things should totally just drop down there, and then we can actually just shoot them out. Now I just gotta do that a hell of a lot more times. Okay, and here we are fully loaded. We got a bunch of cannons in here. We put a few shrapnels, mostly the big long cannons, but yeah, let's see. Oh, I don't think this is gonna work very well. Let's hope for the best here. Okay, well, some do come out, but it kind of destroys itself as well. How many are still left in there? Actually, only 2. That's not too bad. I'm actually surprised. I didn't expect this to work out very well, but it is a cannon shooting other little cannons. So I guess, you know, job success. It's not the prettiest job ever, but you know what? It works. Anyways, guys, once again, I hope you enjoyed another episode of Besiege. As always, please put your comments down below on what you want to see me create in next week's episode of Besiege. Thanks so much for all your support, guys. Thanks for watching and liking, and I will see you in the next one.